It is mid-June 2026, and I'm a little late on my May monthly market update because, well, there's been a lot of stuff going on market data tracking in the Albuquerque market, and I'm not going to get into weeds on that, but we did just get the Zillow Home Value Index, and we'll start with that, and then I'll jump into the monthly data and show you some of the new ways we can look at the Albuquerque housing market and what's going on with the data. So first and foremost, Zillow Home Value Index just came out. They usually come out around the 15th of the month, and today is 16th I'm recording this of June. And the Zillow Home Value Index, they track every single home in the metro Albuquerque area and put a value on it. And right now they're saying the typical home in the Albuquerque area is $352,153. That is an all-time high. The blue line here is the Albuquerque. And if we scroll over here, we were at 349,500 last year in July. So this is a new all-time high. Now, year over year has been very moderate. We've been talking about this all year. Is really for the last 2 years, home price appreciation has been pretty moderate. You can see that here with this chart. Excuse me, up and down a little bit. You go back here and let's see, what was this? May of 2022, home prices appreciated 17% in that previous 12 months. So we're nothing like those crazy days of 21 and 22. And you can see we had a pretty good pullback here in 23. Not huge, but there was a pullback. We were still seeing year over year price appreciation. Just it had slowed down. Anyway, so, prices are going up moderately. All right, let's jump over to the other, let me pull it up here. The full monthly market data for May. So what we're looking at is this is a new chart. And this is what I've been working on building out to give us a better view of what's going on. There's a lot at first glance here. And I just want to highlight a few things here. So active inventory, 1,770 homes. This is a snapshot in time, remember, of how many homes on the market. Obviously, that's it's a constantly changing number. But the big thing to take away here is it's about a 5% drop in the number of homes on the market versus the same period last year, which is kind of surprising. Again, something I've been talking about all year is that inventory is not growing. It's not like this flood of homes coming on the market. I mean, we're getting new homes on the market. There were almost 1,200 that came on in May, 1,161 to be exact. But year over year, that's less than last May of 25. So dropping 7% from then. Pendings were solid. We had 894 homes that came under contract in May of 26. That's down about backwards. At up 4% from May of last year. It's only 36 more homes, but it's 36 more families that are getting a home. Total number of pending. This is a new metric that we didn't used to have. It shows us how many homes are in pending status at, again, a snapshot in time at the end of May, and it's a 2% increase from last year. So the activity is there, inventory is lower, activity is good. And then just a few price metrics. Again, we just looked at the Zillow data, which is a little bit different than that. That's based on all the homes in the market. This is based on what homes actually sold in May. And the median sale price was $375,000, and that's about a 2% increase from last year. A few other things on here. Days on market. This is median days on market. It's coming in at 12. This is probably not accurate. We've had a whole big data hubbubaloo with days on market from the Albuquerque MLS, but I think we got it sorted out. But it does mean, I think it's probably somewhere around there, though. About 2 weeks is the median days on market, meaning half the homes are still selling within a couple of weeks. And it's interesting because we have, those homes that are selling fast, but then there's a whole other group of homes that aren't selling as fast. They're kind of on the market longer time. And it's the same old story. Price, condition, location, all those things always matter. And the good homes in desirable areas that are priced to the market and they're in good condition are getting snatched up fast still. So a lot to see here. Oh, I did. You know what? I got one more thing I want to show you. I've got this big chart here too, but this was an interesting chart. And what we're looking at is estimated monthly payment for your median sale price home in Albuquerque. And what we see if we go back to 21, of course, we had that big run up in monthly payments. We had the big interest rate spike in 22, which really drove up the monthly payment. And so this is based on median price and interest. The thing that's interesting, so if we come over here to, even like beginning of last year, it's been pretty flat on the monthly payment, but it's actually dropped a little bit in October, November, December, in the beginning of the year. That had to do with the drop in interest rates. Interest rates have moved back up. The monthly payment has moved back up, but it's been relatively stable. And we're hoping, cross our fingers, we get a little bit better interest rates. We'll see how the next few months shake out, but we'll see. But home prices have been stable. Activity's been stable. There's no reason to wait on something to happen in the Albuquerque real estate market if you're looking to purchase or looking to sell for that matter. So, any questions about real estate, reach out to us. We're the Venturi Realty Group of Real Broker here in Albuquerque, 505 448 8888.